Hashim Thaçi is a key figure for the regional development of Kosovo, which he encouraged, exiled. As freedom fighter and politician, his political aim was, and is in approach to Serbia, negotiated by the European Union. The approximation process was developed further. On the 19th of April 2013, Hashim Thaçi, together with Ivica Dačić, the Serbian Prime Minister, signed the historic agreement for the normalization of relations between Kosovo and Serbia. For this achievement, Hashim Thaçi, Catherine Ashton, and Ivica Dačić were touted as potential candidates for the Nobel Peace Prize 2014. In his political action, Hashim Thaçi stands for regional autonomy and cooperation in Europe. He has made a significant contribution for the political stabilization in southeastern Europe. A laudator. Laudatus. So there are something, you didn't teach me that, but I have a very famous diplomat, Dr. Wolfgang Petric, who will give the laudatio. Wolfgang Petric, please.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, dear honorees, dear friends, it is of course a great honor and a privilege to introduce one of this year's recipients of the Golden Arrow Lifetime Achievement Award, Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister of the Republic of Kosovo, Mr. Hashim Thaçi. We are honoring tonight here in Vienna a personality who has indeed written European history. Two landmark decisions stand out and best characterize the homo politicus and statesman Hashim Thaçi. On the 17th of February 2008, as its first Prime Minister of the Republic of Kosovo, Hashim Thaçi has led his country to independence. 5 years on, in April of 2013, mediated by the European Union, a historic agreement between Serbia and Kosovo was reached to normalize relations between the two neighbors and one-time bitter enemies. It was thanks to the two prime ministers at the time, and they were already mentioned here, Ivica Dačić from Serbia and Hashim Thaçi, that the process overcoming the age-old enmities and a violent recent past between the two communities was inaugurated. With this unprecedented and courageous political act, and Vienna has called it to make the impossible possible, with this courageous political act, a new era in the Western Balkans, more peaceful and less antagonistic, was launched by these two eminent statesmen. Now let me, ladies and gentlemen, quickly recall a few biographical facts of our honoree. Hashim Thaçi was born and raised in the Drenica region, the heartland of Kosovo, so to speak, then a province of Tito's Yugoslavia. He finished his primary and secondary education there before entering the university in Pristina. These, ladies and gentlemen, were the times when Yugoslavia violently fell apart. While the Cold War came to a peaceful end in Yugoslavia between 1991 and 1995, a series of wars of secession from Slovenia to Croatia and then on to Bosnia-Herzegovina tore this multi-ethnic country of Yugoslavia apart. Crucially, the fall of Yugoslavia started actually in Kosovo, when the province was brutally stripped of its autonomy status and a series of brazenly suppressive measures were taken by the Belgrade regime. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the time when Hashim first became involved in the protest movement. From 1991 to 1993, he was the undisputed leader of the rebellious students who, in an act of civil disobedience, fought the repressive policies of Belgrade. These years of resistance have undoubtedly prepared the future Prime Minister and party leader for his political career. Between 1996 and 1998, our laureate continued his studies at the University of Zurich, and I mention this on purpose, because there he perfected his German, which, by the way, was enormously helpful when we first came into contact. He, as the political leader of the Kosovo Liberation Army, and I, as the European Union Special Envoy and mediator in the peace talks in Rambouillet in Paris in 1998-1999. There, in the hunting lodge of the French presidents just outside of Paris, Hashim Thaçi, at the young age of barely 30, quickly became the charismatic leader of the Kosovo delegation. It was thanks to him that the Rambouillet peace agreement was signed by the Kosovo delegation. Unfortunately, Belgrade refused and thus lost the very last opportunity for a peaceful solution in the region. Sadly, in 1999, the conflict returned full circle and full force to Kosovo, where it all started in 1989, when the revocation of Kosovo's autonomy by Belgrade was announced. After the NATO intervention and in the era of the UN administration, Thaçi again played important roles. He was a member of the so-called Unity Group, which successfully negotiated with UN Special Envoy Marty Ahtisaari and his trusted deputy Albert Rouen, who hopefully is here, and I would like to very much welcome him. Albert. In spite of his young age, Hashim Thaçi is one of the most experienced politicians in the region and is considered by his supporters, along with Ibrahim Rugova, the founding father of independent Kosovo. For this, he rightly deserves this honorary distinction. Ladies and gentlemen, Kosovo's future is squarely in Europe. Consequently, relations with Brussels are of crucial importance. The latest progress report by the European Commission on Kosovo gives an altogether positive assessment of the state of play in this youngest European state. But the Brussels report also stresses the challenges still ahead, which your country, Mr. Prime Minister, shares with practically all its neighbors. A major concern is the continued consolidation of the rule of law and the fight against organized crime and corruption. Still, the report concludes, and I quote, "Kosovo's progress towards its European future has been possible due to the progress made by Kosovo in the reforms and in its continued commitment to the normalization of its relations with Serbia, which has seen significant progress," end of quote. This, my dear Hashim, is thanks to your dedication and commitment to once and for all close the chapter of ethnic hatred and violence between Albanians and Serbs. For your eminent contribution to peace and reconciliation and to the process of Kosovo's Europeanization, you truly deserve this prestigious award. My heartfelt congratulations.
And now I have to see if the person is also here in Vienna. Hashim Thaçi.
Honorable Ambassador Petric, thank you for your very warm words.
Të pranoj këtë shpërblim me ndajën e përgjithësinë më të lartë për vendin tim dhe popullin tim.
I'm accepting this award with really the highest responsibility I feel for my people and my country.
Por një pjesë e madhe kish problemi për lirinë e Kosovës, paqen e Kosovë, stabilitetin e rajon, ju takon edhe juve personalisht me kontributin tuaj të jashtëzakonshëm, që keni filluar prej diplomatëve të parë botëror të Kosovës. Natyrisht kur jemi takuar për të parë vitin 98-99 në Kosovë dhe vjen posle pak sa ma të zeza, ndërsa sot veç gati të kumëzo me zbardhjet. Sante për mua është një knasi dhe nderi dhe qatë.
Tonight it's a really great honor for me and a great pleasure.
Por një përgjithësi edhe e re. Unë karrierën time politike kom filluar si lider i lëvizjes studentore në Prishtinë dhe realisht në kohën kushtroi çështja të jesh apo të mos jesh dhe të pamundurën të besh të mundur për vendin dhe popullin tuaj. Dhe si kemi arritur këtë?
How do we achieve this?
Ne ballafaqoheshim në atë konvitet 90 me dy probleme të mëdha të jashtëzakonshme, dy sfida të jashtëzakonshme. E para ballafaqoheshim me pushtimin nga ushtria dhe policia Slobodana Miloševićit dhe në të njëjtën kohë ende ekzistonte komunizmi. Por të pamundurën e vetëm të mundur me shpresë, me guxim, me optimizëm e besim. Dhe gjithë angazhimin politik, gjithë arriturat e vendit tim kanë kaluar përmes një procesi të vazhdueshëm të kompromiseve, duke filluar nga konferenca në Rambujek, ku kemi qenë së bashku me zotin Petrić, për të vazhduar në procesin e dialogut për statusin politik këtu në Vjenë vitet 2005-2008, për të arritur kompromise në bashkësinë ndërkombëtare për statusin politik të Kosovës, për mbikëqyrje të pavarësisë, dhe për të arritur deri një moment i veçantë dhe historik për vendin tim. Prandaj sonte ndjemi nderuar që në mesin e nobelistëve si de Klerk, presidenti de Klerk dhe El Baradei, zotëri Karas,
of course, Mr. Karas,
zotëri Buseku,
old friend Mr. Busek,
zotëri
and other friends. Landvej, Mr. Landvej.
Ajo që unë kam mësuar nga politika,
What I learned from politics,
qysh si studente deri sot,
from my student days to this present moment now,
dhe deri arritja historike me oponentët apo kundërshtarë dhe armis 100 vjeçar Kosovë-Serbi, dhe ndoshta nuk mund ngjesh që bluka siç që gjeti presidenti de Klerk, edhe për ne në Kosovë mesazhet dhe toleranca me kuptimin e presidentit de Klerk dhe Mandelës kanë qenë inkurajuese. Ne në Rambujek vitin 99 nuk kemi arritur të gjejmë marrëveshje me Serbinë. Por arritëm kompromisin me bashkinë ndërkombëtare.
but we achieved a compromise with the international community.
Edhe në Vjenë nuk arritëm të gjejmë marrëveshje me Serbinë, por arritëm kompromis me bashkinë ndërkombëtare.
In Vienna, again, we failed to reach agreement with Serbia, we reached it with the international community.
Dhe u desh që Kosova të pavarësohet, dhe sot është e njohur prej 108 shteteve, ne që kemi luftuar një tjetrin me ish-kryeministin Thaçi, kemi ulur në Bruksel dhe kemi arritur marrëveshje historike pas një konflikti dhe armiqësie 100 vjeçare. Nuk ka qenë fare e lehtë.
It was not an easy job.
Takimi i parë mund të them se ka qenë jashtëzakonisht i ftoftë.
I have to say that the first meeting was actually rather cold.
Derisa kemi shtrënguar duart, kemi qëndruar në distancë 2-3 metrash, dhe mund të them emocione të veçanta, të ngarkesës nga kaluara, por në momentin e parë kemi vërejtur se mund të arrijmë marrëveshje, mund të bisedojmë. Natyrisht ne kemi paguar çmimin e së kaluarës, por unë dëshiroj të përgëzoj baroneshën Ashton për durimin e saj që tulet me 2 kryeministra nga Ballkani me kalu 250 orë, duke duruar në këmbimin e opinioneve dhe duke diskutuar për atë marrëveshje. Por përsëri kemi pasur besim dhe jemi nisur nga optimizmi për marrëveshje. Dhe ajo marrëveshje ka pasur efektin për të rajonin. Dërsa sot takohemi bisedojmë pa protokoll, takohemi bisedojmë si miq. Sot Kosova është vend i pavarur, është sovran, po normalizojmë marrëdhëniet me Serbinë. Qëllimi dhe vizioni i Kosovës dhe imi është antarësimi NATO dhe Bashkimit Evropian në OKB.
In UN,
Kosova story e suksesit plot.
Kosovo is a story of full success.
Andaj njëherë ju falenderoj shumë për shpërblimin, për çmimin. Është vetëm një përgjegjësi e re për mua.
Again, I thank you very much for this award, for this recognition, which I repeat is a new responsibility added for me. Thank you very much.